everyone, so let's move towards our today's topic, which is
the view of the skull from below or from inferior side is called as norma basilis. Okay, or in other words, the view of the skull from the base, it is called as norma basilis. Now, for your convenience, for your memorization point of view, norma basilis is divided into three parts: anterior, posterior, and middle. Like you have studied, as you know, that the fossa, the cranial internal side of the cranial, inside the cranium, the parts are anterior cranial fossa, middle cranial fossa, and posterior cranial fossa. Same like that, the norma basilis is divided into three parts: anterior part, middle part, and posterior part. In this lecture we will only talk about anterior part. Okay, now the anterior part of the norma basilis consists of upper jaw. Okay, as you know that the area where where there are sockets for the teeth, okay, leave this, just open the Easy Medical book volume 2 and see that diagram. Okay, so that diagram will give you a basic concept that what is anterior part of norma basilis. So basically, if in short I will tell you, so anterior part of the norma basilis consists of the upper jaw, or the area where the upper pair of the teeth are present. Okay, now what happened, that part of that anterior part is divided into two parts. Okay, as you have seen in the diagram as well, anterior part and the posterior part. The anterior, basically divided into three parts. The anterior two parts are basically formed by maxilla bone, and the posterior one part is formed by palatine bone. Okay, and these two parts, that is maxilla part and the palatine part, are joining together and they form a suture called as they called as maxillary suture. Okay, now another suture is also present, and if you see the diagram, a vertical line is present. The horizontal line is palatomaxillary suture, and the vertical line is dividing the right side with the left side. So the vertical line which divides the maxilla bone is called as intermaxillary suture, and which divides the palatine bone is called as interpalatine suture. That is very simple. As you have seen also that it is basically dome shape. Okay, and you can also put your finger inside your mouth and push on the upward side. If you push with your thumb the upper jaw, you will feel the bone. So that bone is basically maxilla and palatine. Okay, so it is basically dome shape, गुम्बद, उर्दू में कहते हैं डोम को गुम्बद. So dome shape or D shape. Okay, so posteriorly the dome shape or the D shape consists of a spine, a corner like structure, नोक like structure. नोक किसे कहते हैं, उर्दू में नोक कहते हैं ना, pointed structure present होता है, और उसे कहते हैं posterior nasal spine. Okay, so this was the whole thing. Okay, now foramen are also present in this anterior part of the norma basilis. What are those foramen? Number one is incisive foramen. It is present in maxilla bone. Okay, and it is, as the name indicates, incisive, so it is basically near the incisive teeth. It is one in number, and on each side of incisive foramen there is a canal called as incisive canal. Okay, now on the posterior side, near the posterior spinal crest, posterior spine. Okay, posterior nasal spine, near the posterior nasal spine there are two further foramen which are present in the palatine bone, and those foramen are called as greater palatine foramen and lesser palatine foramen. Greater palatine foramen, as the name indicates, it has larger diameter, and the lesser palatine foramen has smaller diameter. So this was the whole thing you have to remember, and work hard, study hard, and good luck. Thank you. Bye.